It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On third down, it's Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Prescott on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Play action now. Prescott. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing. Prescott. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 6 yards away. And the Patriots will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Go, let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 43. 23 yards the pickup there. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll run with ETN. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
One thing what you're hoping for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the one. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they come up now, second and goal.
Hey, run! Easy, 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 easy. Hot.
Once more, ETN. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Rip, 23.
Bigsby will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense.
They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Prescott from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Completes it to Hardman. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Patriots. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After... Here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Prescott. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he will have a the Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New England.
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This 2nd and 4.
Prescott now.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Patriots are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Another toe for Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Marcus Jones picks it.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Prescott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Michael Dana coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On red.
2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Lawrence on 3rd down. A short throw to Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
So we're at halftime of this AFC.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
This complete to Jones.
And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Etienne once more. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Jones. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Sometimes a punt is treated almost as a throwaway play. But when you've got a fearless return guy with extra moves, it can be an electrifying play for the team that returns it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A first down throw for Prescott. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott got his target, Samuel. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he returns this to the 22. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
11,
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Short throw to Disley.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. And his kick is good. They're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. If this game continues the way it's gone, it'll be, well, somewhat of an upset. 5-4, not huge, but still the big thing, winning on the road to stay alive. Pretty big deal.
Yeah, when you pointed out that 5-4, first thing that flashed through my head was college basketball. When they get to their tournament, right?
Yeah, like the 8-9 seed first-round game.
Right, you always look at that before you fill out your brackets, don't you? And you got to figure out which one you're going to pick, that 9 seed over the 8. And sometimes even that 7-10 game feels the same way. Not much difference between the two teams. Give them a lot of credit, though, for going on the road and getting it done in this one.
Yeah, that's a difference. NCAA tournament, neutral site here on the road and putting some people on notice.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles to the 43, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Draw play. It's Eckler. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Rip, 23, 30 left.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ready up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go, go.
Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Hey, go, go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go, go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Austin Eckler punching it in from a yard away. And the Pats continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 30-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Once more, here's Eckler. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 77 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down and they'll have to throw it anyway.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more, no matter when you're